What's going on, everybody? Doc and Sloth, we're back. But we're gonna win this freaking 2v.
If we keep telling ourselves it, we will eventually believe it. Good save.
Oh my
I
gosh, I
uh,
thought he was gonna hit
I
that.
don't like this dude. You know how you've never met somebody before, but you like see him at a party or just I don't know what adults do these days, but you're out somewhere and you just see somebody and you're like, I kind of hate that guy,
Yeah.
and you don't really know why. I hate Swag Daddy because his name is Swag Daddy.
Oh,
I
that's a
can't
good
I can't
reason.
I can't handle that.
I wish I could hit
At
the.
least it's like a legitimate thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're not.
Ooh, that's a nice pinch. My gosh, what am I doing with my life?
I don't think I've touched the ball yet.
But conversely, Salisbury Jake, it's like Salisbury steak.
That's a
That's
great
awesome.
name. A great freaking name. Oh, come on. Let me do something cool for once. You know, these other guys
Oh, hit it
really
towards
get
me.
in the
Block.
way of me doing cool stuff in this game. Really frustrating.
This game would be really easy if it wasn't for the other team.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where to start.
I just went through this ball,
I saw that
just
actually.
right through it. I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh,
Oh my god. On my screen the ball literally went through my camera. I kind of jumped back a little bit. Um got some adrenaline pumping. We're gonna try to work off some angst here after watching the Universal Open yesterday. I got 0 items, which is always fun. I'm remembering shades of the last LAN on RLCS where a lot of people got nothing, and we're very salty about it, as am I. So we'll see if I get anything on the next viewing, the next showing. I'm hoping I do, but if not, I mean, at least Doc got good stuff.
yeah. I
So,
got some. I'm rocking some cool
shoot me.
regular ninjas, and I got some. I got some pink ninjas on my main account, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. I feel like the rewards drop is pretty good.
It seems totally fair and balanced to
Yeah.
me.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Anecdotal evidence be danged.
Yeah.
I'm faking
That's what I was
if
doing.
you weren't aware.
Are you up for that? Look up for
Oh,
that. Let him
oh.
pass that to you.
Needed just that little bit more touch over the top. But Universal Open was really interesting. We've got a lot more coming from it. Hopefully, a few more pros, because the general kind of consensus was that the level of talent was not fantastic. But you got to remember, it's still early in the qualifications. Very good shot there, sir.
I didn't panic on that one like I normally do. I said, "Hey, I have
That's it,
time.
man.
I'm gonna panic on this though."
See if I can actually touch that. I wanted it to go a little farther out, but we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, the thing for me was obviously so there's actually today Sunday is some more, and then we have the following weekend we get two more qualifiers. So I kind of expected if it was me and I was a pro, I'm sure at some point they're talking to other pros. Not to say they're colluding by any means, but they all geographically probably live in different areas too. So a few of them go in some different places. Some of the other qualifiers makes sense, and and I do like it being an open. You're getting, you're getting the average people out there. The best part, honestly, was for me to see the team. I think the team name was actually Toxic, which was really funny, and I enjoyed. But also that guy's original partner, something happened with him. He couldn't end up playing, and so the dude's dad ended up subbing in, which I thought was awesome.
It really was. It was really cool. Dad became a meme instantly, and the Rocket League community exploded. They were like, "Give us everything Dad related."
Yep.
It was really sweet. Rizzo. The big tagline was Rizzo got bald. This is a fantastic pass. Um, after the win was really secured, G2, I guess it was G2A,
Yeah.
set up and Dad scored a goal, and it was a really cool moment. It was really sweet. Dad was all excited, and just Dad showing up, and just being willing to do that, to do something that he's never done before, and understand that it's going to be kind of at a professional type setting and stuff. It was just really cool. The guy who qualified, that's just such a sweet way to come in, and a sweet attitude to come in with, of, you know what, man, I qualified, I'm going. Like, my teammate can't make it, that sucks, but I'm going, and I'm not going to win, but it's sweet. I'm going to really enjoy the fact that I made it there and that I earned my spot there.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go and have fun. And that's such a great attitude to have. It was really, really cool. And now all we need is Dad to do a show match at the next RLCS. Good try. Good try.
Try to get up to move.
I needed to get
this
that
or
boost too.
A little tap on
So that was really cool.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, and I mean, just good sportsmanship all around. Obviously, good to see, but and some pretty good games. I mean, the games between G2A and G2B, as you would expect, were pretty good. But even those teams weren't what they should have been. There was a fill-in for both teams essentially. They had the coach fill in with Kronovi on one, and then I think it was JNaps couldn't make it because he was snowed in. So.
It's funny living down south. I don't see that. That's not happening near me. But yeah, they were up in Philly, and that's what I was gonna say, because I think they had Steve or Stev from the Lights Out team coming up.
Yep.
He filled in with G2A. That's something that I was gonna say, is I don't know where Rizzo is from, but I know Kurnovi is from Texas. So you got to imagine
Georgia,
that.
I think, or lives in Georgia now. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, does he now? Okay. Yeah, because he's originally from Texas. So I was curious, because I was trying to think, because there's another qualifier in Chicago, correct?
Yep. Chicago.
I got to figure that would probably be closer. But if he's in Georgia, and if he's kind of going to be there with Rizzo and all that stuff, it would kind of make sense. I'm interested to see what other people we can kind of get an eye on, because we had some people that were quite good, and I mean, pros got to start with their notoriety somewhere. They've got to get it from somewhere.
Right.
A lot of people end up using Johnny Boy's stream to kind of get some notoriety and kind of get some name recognition from there, which is great. It's great for Johnny. It's great for these pros and stuff. But this is a great platform for other people to get their name out there, maybe as lesser known players in the community.
I'm gonna just score this real
shot.
quick.
That's a good shot. Very good.
Every once in a while, I do something good. Not often, but every once in a while.
So the other thing we have going on is there's a lot of RLCS registration, and there's qualifying and all that stuff happening, and all that stuff's kind of coming together. I'm excited. I love RLCS season, and this year should be no different. I'm gonna be really excited. Some of the teams are shaping up. The big headline right now is that we do not have a registration from Team Envious that includes the name Maestro. Doesn't mean it's not gonna happen, but we just don't have it at this moment, which is going to be really interesting. Obviously, Maestro was not part of the team, was not there at LAN when the team won RLCS last year, when they were under the name Northern Gaming. They all obviously had their fill-in of Turbo Pulsar there. He has since moved on, but they still have not been playing a lot together. Maestro was not available for a couple things, but even when he has been available, he's actually been playing with different teams. Greasy Meister has actually been filling in the third spot in Envious. So it's going to be really interesting to see if they break up, why they would break up. I'm not really sure. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of Greasy Meister. So if he jumps on Envious, I feel like they take a big hit, because Maestro is such just a strong all-around player who's really consistent, something that Greasy is lacking a lot. He needs to kind of up his consistency, probably as do we all, but at that level, the consistency ends up being really important.
Yeah, I need to be a little bit more consistent today. Jeez. I'm playing like poo poo. This is the struggles of Rocket League, everyone.
My struggle is going through things. I kind of feel like I went through that ball. Maybe I need to change my camera angle a little bit. That's a good touch. I wish I was in a spot to slam that.
Yeah, I'm
Good
getting
touch.
bald. I'm getting bald here.
That's all right. We just need to reset our cycle and we'll be good.
Need to,
But we're seeing
need to
some
reset my
interesting,
Xbox.
we're seeing some interesting team setups that have already actually been fully registered. Things like Flipside, obviously they have added Mystic after dropping Greasy earlier this off season. He brings in he being Mystic, pardon me. Mystic brings in, I think, a level of flashiness that Flipside just doesn't usually have. The closest they get to that is Cookser making some amazing plays, but I don't know. He doesn't ever feel flashy to me. He just feels in control. He was a little bit uncharacteristically absent for a decent portion of last year's league play, but I feel like Cookser's just he's so solid. It doesn't ever feel flashy to me
Mhm.
for whatever reason. But Mystic does bring a little bit of flash and kind of some sparkle, I guess you'd say, to that team. And his aerial work is going to be really cool to watch. So he brings in all of that. Gale Force is now Violet Panda, KDOP, and Turbo Pulsa after Pashy left. Really interesting. Pondex is actually a sub for them. Really surprised. I feel like Pondex could be a starter on a lot of teams, but he chose to be with an organization that had actually signed some guys, which I cannot blame him for. You having that kind of consistency and being a team that's been signed is really nice. That was a really good save because I felt like that was on target.
Yep, that would have been good.
But
shot.
the funniest thing to me that has happened this offseason as far as RLCS rosters go is Mocket Esports is back with Pashy. After all that stuff we saw 2 years ago of Mocket being shady and basically throwing their players that got second in the world under the bus, they just got Pashy right back. Pashy's kind of made a name for himself in constantly switching up teammates and teams and stuff. I just think it's really interesting that he's back with Mocket.
Yeah.
That's not something I believe I would want to do because that kind of has a tail between your legs kind of mentality. I think that comes along with it, which obviously not what you want. Also, that touch is not what I wanted. Ooh, there you go. Give it a shot.
Oh, just missed.
I'm really angry. Really, really angry.
We started to play better the last like 2 minutes of this game. Is that gonna go in? There's time. There's still time.
There's time. I wish I'd scored just a little bit earlier. We have Method. That's the old Cownose team. A lot. Metanaris, Magnus. They're back together. The old Leftovers team has broken up. I am shedding a single tear about that. Farah is now with Bluey and Chaussette on a team called Frontline. So a lot of the stuff that's happening in Europe is really, I think, set up to target NVS and Flipside. Those are the two big names. Those are the two names that everybody are going to be gunning for to hunt down. So that's kind of what we're looking at on that side.
Yeah, that's
What do
good.
you think?
I mean,
One
lots
more?
of yeah. We'll do one more. We need to try to win one. I feel like I started playing a little bit better there. This is the struggles of Rocket League. Anybody that's played this game at least for a little while knows this kind of stuff happens. So
It does indeed. The North American side, I was just taking a look here at some of the roster setup. There was a little bit of shakeups going on in the North American side. I don't feel like as much or as drastic as we saw over in Europe. Fireburner, Jacob, and Garrett are the returning members for NRG. They're always going to be dangerous. I feel like they're a really good team dynamic that everybody will have to watch out for. Turtle, Matt, and Sizz are back with Rogue, a fan favorite. Everybody loves them, along with Cloud9. Same deal. Everybody really likes them. They won DreamHack Atlanta under the names the Muffin Men, so they'll actually be a pretty good force to be reckoned with. Wow, that guy got died. He got died bad. Vince Matthew Darkfire with Espeon as a sub. Really interested to see this. Matt and, or I'm sorry, Vince. Vince is one that I think is really underrated in North America, and he'll be really strong. Dapper, Moses, Timmy, and Miho are playing now under the name Renegades. Don't get in a 1v1 situation with anybody on that team. That's bad for your health. That's bad for your score line. Because those guys are just nasty 1v1s.
Oh my god.
So, and we have a lot of smaller stuff that's being set up as far as teams go. We actually are going to see Kev Pert on Team Lights Out. That's going to be really cool to see. Kev Pert's a well-known YouTuber who's very good. Has done a lot of training packs and training videos and all types of things to show people how to get better and how to do certain moves and all that. He seems like a really cool dude. So I'm really excited to see if he can go, because he's actually on that team with Stev that played on G2A with Rizzo.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at some of his training packs.
Ooh, he got to that.
Clearly, I need them.
Woo! Don't let me get in your way. I almost killed you. And I'm just going to pass it to that guy. Is that cool? Sweet.
That's fine. It worked out. It worked out. Well, at least the score is still zeros. It's gonna not still be 0.
We got that going for us.
I could have scored. I'm falling back 4-corner boost. And I missed it. Whew.
You too? Neat.
Whew.
I'll try and leave you that one. Oh, I got dead. That was super rude. But yeah, I apologize for kind of talking through so much and all that stuff. I just kind of wanted to get through some of those because I think there's some interesting dynamics that are going to happen this year in the RLCS. It's always fun to watch. It's always fun to kind of project and do all that stuff. There's actually Fantasy Rocket League is a thing right now, and it was actually pretty big last year. So that's something I may get into this year. I kind of got my wife into fantasy football, and that made her watch football and understand football a little bit better and learn the players. And I think that's actually a good way if you're interested in getting into Rocket League and the professional scene and all that stuff. The fantasy gig might be a good way to do it.
Yeah, you're definitely much more well versed in the teams and the players than I am. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Fan rewards, as long as they're back, I'll be watching.
Yep.
It sounds bad to say, but is true to a certain extent. And reward the player base. Never had a problem with that. So that's always good.
and honestly, I can't get on the other side of that. I'm so bad. Honestly, I'm okay with it. I don't really care that people aren't watching for the right reasons. I just care that they're watching. It helps the game grow. It helps these players and all that stuff. I don't care. You got that again? Oh, get that back to you, JK.
This has been an interesting game. I kind of threw that guy into you, so my apologies.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
Is that gonna go in? Let that go in. Get in the goal! Oh my gosh! Can we score? Can we please score? Can we please score?
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm past mad. Like, I'm past salty. I can't even be salty anymore. Off the blackboard. I'm so bad. Oh my gosh. I should have like 13 goals right now, but I can't hit the net.
A 0-0 overtime game. When is the last time in competitive that's happened for you? Probably not very recently. I don't know.
Especially in 2v2s.
Yeah.
Threes is one thing. You go ahead.
I knew he was going to do that. You're going to do that. Yep. And let's see here. Oh, is that
Give me
on?
my flick. That's going to go high.
That's
game.
not.
I need to flick that just a little bit earlier. I was getting it all set up. I was trying to watch him. That would be how this game ends.
Yeah.
Silly. GG's.
Black Zombas. The disconnect antenna. That's good for me. That's what I'm going to do right now.
That's exactly what I need.
Disconnect myself. Well, this has been a good one, except for we suck. But yeah, we got a lot of RLCS updates, doing the open. So we'll keep covering that. We'll keep chatting about this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. When we win, we're enjoying making them. But this is the struggles of Rocket League. So I've been Doc. That's been Sloth for Average Gamer, guys. Thanks so much for watching this one, and we'll catch you in the next video.